Just a minute. Okay, so good evening, everyone. My name is Aditi Shukla, the Community Outreach Officer at GDSC IIIT Kottayam. And today we'll be talking about the upcoming Google Developer Student Club's Solution Challenge. So, just as the name suggests, the solution challenge is basically aiming at, or the mission is to solve one or more of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals using Google technologies. So, first of all, I'd like to share this video and help you guys go through with what these goals are, and then we'll move ahead with how to go about the solution challenge. All right, so as you can see, these were the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and this was published by the United Nations Organization in 2015. And these goals are basically trying to achieve a better and more sustainable future. And they address global challenges like poverty, hunger, inequality, climate change, etc. So the solution challenge is basically about using the Google technologies and building up a project, a solution that can cater or help us overcome these difficulties. So I'd highly recommend all of you to please visit the GDSC UN goals page. They have very effectively explained each of the goals along with some previous year solutions that were built by other teams. And the page, by visiting the page, you can targets that each of these goals need to achieve. For example, if you go under poverty, then there are 8 other different targets that need to be achieved. So the first step will be about understanding the goal, and only then you'll be able to build a project or a solution to the problems. I'll drop the link of the GDSC page so that you guys can visit this page and go through the challenges. All right, next slide, please. Yep. Next, this is the 2022 Solution Challenge timeline on how to participate in this challenge. So, step one would be joining the Google Developer Student Club. I suppose all of you have already done that. Next is registering for this event. And for registration, you need to form a team of 2 to 4 members. Form a team with like-minded people and people who would actually be interested in building a solution that you're also interested in. and then please register for this event. Fourth will be brainstorming the UN development goals. So just as I dropped the link for, it will be highly recommended for you to go through the goals, brainstorm, identify a solution, and then build the project. I need to mention this that for learning and building the project, as a lot of you are from the 2021 batch, so if you look at this challenge, it might look a little intimidating, and you'd feel that how would be able to build a problem solution to this. But GDSC has very effectively given us small, short courses for Google technologies. So even if you're not very good at things, you can go ahead, register for this event, and learn all of these. And there's a resource page provided by GDSC on which they have provided short courses of Flutter, of Kotlin, and a lot of other development related technologies. You can go through that and form a team and build a solution for that. Next up would be testing your solution. So once you've built your solution, GDSE wants you to take it to users and do a survey and test your solution. And on the basis of the feedback that you get from your survey sample space, you need to rate your project. And once you've done that and checked the practicalities, you can go ahead and submit the project in the form of a demo video by 31st March 2022. Okay, next slide, please. Yep, so these are the self-paced code labs that I was talking about. All of this is mentioned on the resource page where you can go and learn all these, and after learning, you can apply it to your project. I'll drop a link of this page as well in the chat box. Of any type, but one thing that you have to make sure is that the project comes straight from or is actually solving a problem that is among the 17 sustainable goals given by the UN. And you can use any of the technologies, but make sure they are Google oriented and are given from the list that is provided below. So on 31st March, when you submit your demo video, it'll then be judged by a team of Google experts. And after that, by mid-April, top 50 teams will be announced by GDSC. These, no, previous slide. Yeah, yeah, these 50 teams will then be mentored by Googlers, and they will help you build your project even better and realize new horizons that can be achieved with your idea. And yes, these 50 teams will compete amongst themselves, and out of these 50 teams, 10 finalists from around the world will be selected, and their ideas will then be pitched live on the Google Developers YouTube channel on the demo day live, which will be announced in June. The 10 finalist teams will also get prize money along with Google Swags. And these 10 finalists will also go ahead to stage three and take into the finaling stage of their project and build it into a real time solution. The top 10 teams will then be categorized into the top three winners who will be getting a prize money of $3,000 per student along with Google Swags and internships. The rest of the seven teams who did make it to the top 10 finalists will also receive the prize money of $1,000 per student, along with t-shirts and swags and all of the other things. And it's a great opportunity because you're getting to build on a project and at the same time be mentored by Googlers and developers from around the globe. Yep, next slide. Yeah, so talking about the judging criteria, so step one that you went ahead with was realizing the goals, then looking at identifying a solution that you can build upon, and then you learn the technologies provided on the resources page and apply it to this project that you're building. The project that you made will be judged basically in two domains. One is, second would be the technology. Impact would be about how well is your solution oriented with the goals that were given by United Nations? How effectively have you addressed the challenges? What are the evidences of a next step? So they want you to have scope for the future and want a solution to be able to changeable with changing times. So Yeah, that is also one of the criterias on which your project will be judged. And if you have taken the user's feedback, as I mentioned before this also, when you test your solution and you get a feedback from the user, you need to iterate your project and incorporate whatever was the feedback given by the user. Once you do that, that is also one of the very important judging criteria that will be taken into account while you get your marks. The second domain is the technology. So I can't stress it enough, but please make sure you use Google technologies, because that is one of the most important criterias. And your solution might not even be eligible if you don't use Google technologies. So make sure you do that and you implement the technologies very well. There are a lot of technologies available. There's a whole list. Please see what is the most apt solution for your challenge, and use the technologies according to that. Along with that, the video demonstration that you give, which will be submitted on 31st March, make sure you are mentioning or showcasing a user friendly interface, and you're also showing them when one of the users is interacting with your solution, and how is the outcome and what does it actually cater, or what is the problem that it solves. So make sure all of that is mentioned in your video. All of those will count for the technology points that you'll get. All right, so yeah, that's about the judging criteria. Next, these are some overview videos shared over here. I am not going to show it to you, but these videos are available on the resource page. I've already dropped the link. The resource page is like one of the most important pages that you need to visit once you register for this event. It has videos that will help you understand the solution challenge better. There are a lot of challenge videos that are projects built by the previous year winners, so you can take ideas from their work and go through all of that. That page also has all of those short courses where you can learn these technologies and go ahead with it. So even if you don't make it to the top 50, you can still register for this challenge and learn a lot and apply a lot of it into a real time project. So make sure you do register for it. Yep, next. Yeah, these are the solution challenge winners from last year. All of this is mentioned on the resource page. You can also visit their official YouTube channel, channel on which all of this is mentioned from the year 2021 and 2020. So yeah, you can check it out.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to kick off this
Hey
year's
there.
demo
Next
with
up,
the
we have a
reality.
team to help
I'm
you.
back.
Okay, so here's one important information. While you're building this project, they want you to make sure that if you're using Google Cloud as one of the technologies in your project, there's a slight change in the registration process. So while registering, please go ahead and mention that you will require access to the Google Cloud technology, so that they'll provide you with certain credits which you can redeem and actually access the technology later on. So you need to do it during the registration process. Hence, even if you're not sure with how your project is going to be, or if you require it not require the technology or not, I'll suggest you to please go ahead and mention that you will require it, so that at a later stage, if you require, you can access this technology. If you are not very well trained, they have also provided a course for this technology as well. So you can get trained, use this, and then align it with your project, the solution that you're going to build. Yeah, next. Yeah, here are some of the FAQs, out of which two of these are important. One is the implications of social distancing and ability to test with users is being impacted. So, just as I said, you need to test it with real-time users and take feedbacks from that. Now, due to COVID and the current global pandemic, there are restraints, and GDSC is very well going to consider all of that. So, you don't need to worry about it. You can do it completely on virtual mode, and they wouldn't deduct your marks or anything on the basis of that. That's one of the FAQs. Another one is, can one student or team submit with multiple contributed to both projects? So the answer is no. You can contribute to only one project. Hence, make sure you go ahead with the right team and go ahead with the idea that you actually believe in, and work ahead with it, because you can only participate through one team and contribute in one project. Yeah, that's about it. Yes, and we can't wait to see what you all built. If there are any other doubts that you guys want to ask, you can drop it in the chat. I'll answer them. No, Rajvardhan, I don't think we have as of now because GDSC is new to our college. It has been introduced this year. So, yeah, no, none of the seniors have done it so far. But hopefully this year we might. Are the groups supposed to be formed with college mates? No, that's not necessary. You can form it with anybody, but make sure they are members from the GDSC community. And even if all the members of the team are not the members, at least one person has to be registered with GDSC. Rest you can form it with any of your friends or mates or anybody who you feel would like to work on the project. What thought process do we follow? Jayant, to answer your question, thought process is a very subjective term. All you can do is go ahead. I'd suggest first go and read all the sustainable development goals, the 17 goals, and you think you can actually find a solution to, or you can identify the problem that well, then you can go ahead and build a project on it. So first of all, read through all the goals and see if you have any ideas in mind that can help us find a solution to the problems mentioned there. Yep. How much knowledge about computer programming should I know? Again, Rajvardhan, this is a development project. You don't really need to know computer programming that much, and you need to know development more than that. And I'd suggest that you go ahead, register for this event, and then see how you can build the solution. And anything that you require to build the app or the website, any of the technologies, there are very effectively given short courses where you can learn the technology and implement it into your project. So don't be scared. Please go ahead and register for it. We can collaborate with seniors. Yeah, sure. If they agree to, you can sure do it with that. Can I come up, team up with the senior? Yeah. You can do that. Totally. If they agree to, you can go ahead and ask your seniors. All right. Is there any other doubt? Yeah, if not, I'd like to mention that the 2021 batch who's just joined college, I can't stress it enough, but this is a amazing opportunity for you guys to learn. So make sure you do register for this event and at least learn all these technologies. It has come up a really great time for you. You've just joined college and you have all the time to go through all of these and implement into a project. And as you all had suggested that you'd want to team up with seniors, that is also a very amazing idea. If you work under your actually have vision about ideas, it'll help you grow better, and maybe by next year you can become winner worthy. So yeah, do register for it. Is it okay to fail in this? Totally. It's completely fine. It's not about failing and winning, it's about learning and it's about the experience. So look at it like that and go ahead, is all I'm going to say. Yes, Jayant, totally. Learning is the goal here. Or what computer languages should I be good at? Rajvardhan, it depends completely on how you're planning to build your project and what solution are you finding. It depends on that. And I don't think it's more that much about coding. It's more about development. So do one thing. You go ahead. I'll drop the link of this page. Go ahead and look at some previous year winners and how they've built this project and what technologies they have used. Through that, you will get a great idea of how you can, what all will be required, and how you can actually participate in the event. Yep, I've dropped the YouTube link. This is the 2022 Solution Challenge brainstorming ideas, and it's very well explained on how you can go ahead with it and how you can brainstorm the ideas and identify solutions. And also, this is posted on the Google Developers official YouTube channel, so you can browse through the channel and look at other videos as well. Regarding what? Can you please elaborate on that? Well, Piyush, I recommend you to join the tech club of our college, and you'll find a lot of talented seniors over there. And if you have any doubts, you can ask it out there. I'm sure somebody will come and help you up with it. Okay, any suggestions about how to make a new project? So, yeah, it's basically on go check out these YouTube videos and see if you're actually interested in any of the goals given there, and if you have an idea in mind, and then you can make the project according to that. So first up would be to please go and browse through the YouTube channel and read all the 17 sustainable goals. I'll drop the link again so that you guys don't miss it. No, it's a team based challenge, Hardik, so you'd require at least two. So yeah, you'll have to form a team. Tech Club Discord server, right? Yes, yes, Sukrit, the Discord server. That's what I'm talking about. All right, end the session here. If there are any other doubts that you guys want to ask, I'm dropping my Insta ID. DM me there, and I'll try to as possible. Also, you can totally come on the Tech Club Discord server, and there are a lot of other seniors as well who are going to. Can you please repeat the timeline, Kirtana? Okay, just a second. Yeah, I suggest you take a screenshot of this, even for your future references. Basically, right now you need to register for by 31st March. You need to build your project, form a video, and then submit it. Rest, it'll depend highly on if your project is selected or not. Yep, you're welcome. Yeah, all right. On the GDSE page from where you had registered for this event, I'll upload this presentation so that you guys can go through it again if you want to. All right. Thank you so much for attending, all you guys. All the best. I hope you all come up with great ideas and it. I'm saying it as many times as possible so that you learn at least and you might even get a chance to win. All right. Thank you.